according to Bobby Manzi, who is a journalist, a sports journalist, it looks as though there's a couple of Palace players who may well be exiting this summer. My name is Stephen Dawes. This is Palace to the Core. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest news, views and reviews from Crystal Palace. And I'm talking about Jordan Ayew and Odsonne Edouard, who, you know, they both, I would say Jordan Ayew more than Odsonne Edouard, have had a real kind of battling persona to them. You know, I think Jordan Ayew has been really good at times. I think, you know, last season, the season before, I think he worked incredibly hard. One of the hardest working players on the pitch, really was, and got us out of a few situations at points. You know, he did work incredibly hard for the team. However, under Oliver Glasner, he hasn't featured as much and hasn't looked as happy, I would say, as he had done before. So maybe the style of play that Oliver Glasner wants to put forward maybe isn't quite suiting Jordan Ayew. So maybe he's not entirely happy as he used to be. And as for Edouard, I think that it's a shame that it hasn't worked out for him. He scored a few goals last season. I think you know, he's a good forward. I think he's a good striker. But I think Jean-Philippe Mateta at the moment is edging him out. I think he's hit this run of form. I think he's doing really well. And I don't think that Edouard's style of play is really going to suit the Oliver Glasner regime. So I think both of those, Crystal Palace are apparently open to offers on both of those. Now, whether they will both go, I don't know. But it's interesting, really, because I think that Jordan Ayew, of the two, I would have thought Jordan Ayew would have stayed, or they would have wanted him to stay, because he's a little bit more versatile. You know, he can play on the wings, he can play up front. You know, he's a little bit more versatile. He works incredibly hard, and all I can think is that maybe he's not suited, or he's not happy with the regime at the Palace at the moment. So maybe that's the reason why they're open to offers for him. I think with Edouard, I think it's slightly different. I think he's not quite what Oliver Glasner wants, and that could be why he's also looking to leave as well, or the club are looking to let them go. So it's a shame for both of them, really. But obviously we do need to make sure that we get players in that are going to suit Oliver Glasner's regime, that's going to add something to the team. Obviously we've got players coming in. I think some of them are going to be you know, reserve, you know, some of them are going to be in rotation squad rather than first team players. But you know, it's a bit of a shame, but we'll have to wait and see what happened to both of those. Emile Smith-Rowe, the rumours on him are still circulating, and it's difficult to say, really. I mean, I think he's a decent player, but he is very injury prone, and that's the problem, I think, at the moment. So unless Palace knows something that we don't, or you know, maybe they know why he's so injury prone and they think that they can sort that out, I don't know. But I would be surprised if we go for him. But there are rumours still flying around that you know, we've shown an interest in him. So I don't think he's going to come to Palace for that reason, and also for the price tag. I think they want something like 30 million for him. Palace aren't going to pay that kind of money for him, and I think that unless we get him, I think the ideal scenario would be to get him on loan with an option to buy. But I don't think Arsenal are going to go down that route. They just want to get offload him, so I don't think they're going to be going for a loan deal. But we'll have to wait and see what happens on that. Let me know what you think about Emile Smith-Rowe. I know I mentioned him in a previous video as well. But also let me know about Ayew and Odsonne Edouard, whether you think they should both be let go, or whether you think we should keep hold of one or both of them to help with squad depth. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, and I will see you next time.